Pandas is one of the most powerful Python libraries for data analysis, and in this series, we are going to master it step by step. Today, I'll show you how to install Pandas, and in just a few minutes, you'll have your very first table printed in Python. So what is Pandas? Think of it as Excel for Python, but with superpowers. With Pandas, you can clean, transform, and analyze data faster than ever. So to start using Pandas, we need to make sure we have it installed on our computer. To do that, I open up the terminal and then I type pip install Pandas. I'm on Windows, so this is the command I use. If you happen to be on Mac or on Linux, you need to use the pip3. But since I'm on Windows, this is the command I use. In my case, I already have it installed, so I don't need to install it again. For you, it might take a couple of minutes to load up. Now that we have it installed, let's start using it. First up, you need to import Pandas into our project. We import Pandas and then give it an alias as PD. Why PD? Well, PD is what most people use as the alias for Pandas, and it kind of makes sense. So let's just stick to it. To start using Pandas, we need a piece of data. Since Pandas is used to analyze data, that kind of stuff, we need a piece of data to start working on. So let's create some dummy data. Your application of Pandas, most of the times you would have to use data from an external source, like from a CSV file or from an Excel sheet or something. But in our case, I want to introduce you to how the Pandas library works. So you're going to use some dummy data that I'll create in a Python dictionary real quick right now. So we'll create a sample data. Then we'll make Python dictionary with name. Let's say we have John and then Ezekiel, and then Manuel. No, I spelled like this. Good. Manuel. Let me also add a column for their ages. So let's say John is 20, Manuel is 15, Ezekiel is 15, and then Manuel is 19. Let me also add country so that we can have a variety in our table. Country. Let's say John is from UK, and then Ezekiel is from Japan, and then Manuel is from China. China. Good. Now we have our piece of data. So now we have the piece of data ready, but now we need to convert this data into a data frame. So how do we do that in Pandas? First off, let's create a variable called df, short form for data frame, and let's convert this data into a data frame. So you do that by using pandas pd dot data frame. Let's pass in our data. Good. So now this is the line that we'll use to convert this piece of data into a data frame. Let me print it out so that we see how it looks, and print out the data frame. Let me run this real quick. Beautiful. You can see we have this nice table over here with our column names and then our row. So you can see we have the name over here. We have John, Ezekiel, and Manuel with their respective ages 20, 15, 19, and their countries as well. So this is the intro to this series, installation of Pandas, and then some basic examples so that you see how it works. In our next video, we're going to talk about how to import file from a different source, like we have an Excel sheet or a CSV file, how can import it, and then we work on that data using Pandas. Thanks for watching.